Oh, hey there. Did you know that an entire ocean full of water can't sink your ship unless you let that water into your ship? If you don't have a way for that water to get in there, you just continue to float. You rise above all that mess. Even if it's thousands of feet deep, you can still rise above. Now, today, I'm not going to lie to you, has been a hard day. Okay. I'm not going to bore you with the details because when I talk about things, all anybody hears is you have more money than me. Well, I'm sorry, but I also have more problems than you. You know how the saying goes. It's like no money, no problems, or I forget how it goes. Nevertheless, when God says to love your neighbor as yourself and to love your enemies, he factored in building inspectors. I just want you to know that. And sometimes building inspectors are pretty decent people. I'm like, I don't mind you so much right now. And other times, like today, you're like, could you be any more difficult? And the answer is probably. It felt like he was only at about 62% of his difficult scale. He probably could have gone way more. And so I was grateful that that's all I got. But it was a painful and expensive day and a test in patience. And at the end of it, I had to apologize to Drew and to everybody around me. I'm sorry. And so this happened recently. I talking to a friend of mine, and he was going through a hard time, and we were on the phone for, I don't know, an hour and a half, something like that. And at the end of this whole conversation, he goes, what does it sound like when you have a bad day? Because you always seem nice. I'm like, well, if you review the last hour and a half, that's what it sounds like when I have a bad day, because I've had a pretty horrible day today. And he goes, it doesn't sound like you're being that mean. I'm like, no, I'm not. I've learned how to just persevere through it. Just to it says that Jesus was able to go to the cross because of the joy set before him. He had that hope. He knew heaven was right on the other side of that pain. And the things that I do, I don't waste my time with things that don't matter. The things that I do, I'm like, this will be worth it, and I can go through this pain. I'm committed to this because I know on the other side of it that this is worth it. And that would be different if I was doing dumb things. And don't take this the wrong way and go do stupid things. Be like, I can persevere through it and do dumb stuff. Don't do that. But if you got something that's worthwhile, stick with it. In the end, you'll be like, I'm so glad I did. Have a good night.